Hello guys and welcome back to my Fate Grand Ordeal Call 1 Paper Moon gameplay. So let us continue the story. We are here in section, let's see, 12 I think. Yeah, section 12. So currently we are fighting Medusa and we got to know Sakura's trouble, like how the whole raniment is leaking out from her system, and while trying to provide Medusa, the raniment is leaking out, and that's why she's trying everything and even more than is required. She's giving out to Medusa, hence her own raniment is going down and she's getting more and more unstable. So to keep her from doing that and to keep her survived, Medusa decided to take from all the other in all the other AIs and everything, raniment, and give it to Sakura. So obviously we cannot let that happen. We have to stop her, even though she's doing it to save her master. We have to stop her. So let's see. You may not be Sakura, but you really do look alike. I did get the feeling something about me dulled your blade at the last moment, though I didn't know what. But me being me, I wasn't about to let that stop me from going to town on you. Too bad for you. Aside from that, I don't know what else went wrong for you. How strange. I thought love was the one thing I hated the most, but here I am doing all of this for it. Once again, it is a perfect reminder that love never leads anywhere good. And yet, now I have it, I don't want to let it go, no matter how its thorns might prick me. So tell me, God of Love, is that what love truly is? Hell if I know. Hey, what do you think you're doing? She's trying to get away. Oh yeah, she's bailing with Sakura. Damn it! Whoopsies, I let my guard down. Sorry about that. Still, we wounded her quite badly. I expect she's but a step away from sustaining direct damage to her spirit core. She cannot have gotten far. We have to go after her. Yeah, if we let her go, she might start attacking other AIs again. If nothing else, I can tell she's not going to give up for anything. Okay. Saber. Oh. Look at you, leaping around, carrying me in your arms. You're like some kind of Prince Charming. You're awake, Sakura. How are you feeling? I'm okay, I'm still full of energy. Look, up, still got it. But since I don't know when I might just drift back off to sleep, let me say this now. Thank you, Saber. I'm sorry, I don't want to hear it. Huh? We're running away right now. I've not given up on you. This isn't over yet. I will run as far as I have to. And one day you will get your wish. I know it. But where are you going to run to? I don't know. Wherever you can stay alive. Yes, that's it. As long as she can stay alive, I don't care where we go. If she can't stay alive in this world, I'll smash my way through its walls to find another. If only I could shatter this false ceiling and find a real paradise waiting for us. Still, I'm ready to make an enemy of this whole world. I'm willing to destroy it if that's what it takes. And with that on the table, I can think of one possible feasible solution. You know what's funny about this? This is literally like what happened in Heaven's Field. In Medusa's position, it was Shiro then, if you remember. But here, instead of Shiro, it's Medusa. It's the same situation where they're like, yeah, I'll go against everything, even if it means I'm able to save Sakura. Rani 12, the central governing AI, as the overseer, she must have some spare command spells. If I can take them from her, then maybe. It was in that moment, as soon as I've decided which direction to leap next. Oh no. Forbidden process detected. Requesting countermeasure. So as soon as you either try to figure out the truth of this Paper Moon, or have any type of unwanted intentions against Rani 12, Durga is going to deploy her weapons and take them out immediately, I guess. So okay, it's pretty obvious now. If this is her, it's pretty obvious now. Rani 12 is the master. Requesting countermeasure. Partial authorization granted. Do not eliminate her directly. Not at this stage. Recalibrating corrective response. Disabling mobility only. Oh, this stopped her from running away. It took out her legs, I'm guessing. Saber! Oh no, your leg! What just happened? I don't know. That attack came from extreme range. It could easily have killed me. Whoever fired it aimed for my leg. They're as good as saying they won't kill me, but they won't let me escape either. Okay, so alright, I'm pretty sure now. Rani 12 is, she is connected to Durga. Otherwise, why? Immediately as she thought that I'm going to go to the church and get her command spells, this happened. Could it be that assassin? No, it's not her. Lancer? No, it probably wasn't him either. But then, who could have done this, and why? Listen, Saber, if you go on without me, you should still be able to... Don't be ridiculous, Sakura. No, if anyone here is being ridiculous, it's whoever fired that shot. Saber. Oh, she's using her mystic eyes. Whoever did this has to be too far away for me to see them. But they must be able to see me if they're able to attack, and that means there is still a way to fight back. My mystic eyes, Sibyl, were originally made to turn anyone who looked at me into stone. So if this attacker is looking at me now, I can trace their gaze back to petrify them from here. Stay out of my way. Limiter released. Sibyl. Oh, there she is. I don't think it's gonna work. Oh, wait, reflected it back. Oh no. Oh. Saber, what happened? They deflected my mystic eyes powerfully enough for me to feel it from here. This magical energy, this power. There must be a divine spirit, a servant. What does that mean? Yes, what does it mean? There shouldn't be a servant like that here. But there very clearly is, and that must mean... we are here. There you are. I see. So they want me to make sure a participant of the Holy Grail War finishes me off. I don't know what you're talking about, but I do know you have no chance in escaping now. Just give up already. Though, for some reason, you do seem more beat up now than when you ran. Oh, I've got it. Your fruitless attempt to run away opened the wounds I inflicted on you. Okay, bro. Talk about pathetic. You sure about that? Because this looks way worse than an injury reopening. Saber, are you... If you're not going to let me go, then there's no point in telling you what happened. Come on, come then. I'm not about to give up, not while my body still has life in it. Saber. Stand back, Sakura. It's okay, no matter what happens, I will always be on your side. Oh boy. Okay, so... who should I bring here? Saber, so... I need a good archer. Let me think. I could have brought Durga with me, but I cannot because she's 70, level 70. I cannot increase her ascension unless and until the ordeal call is ended, or I guess like a certain point of time. But okay, so you know what? Let's just go with the. Yeah, let's just go with Croy, because like I feel like. Oh wait, I have Draco with me. Right, obviously. Why am I even fussing about this? Come on. Yeah, I forgot that I have Draco with me. Bruh. Okay. Draco's such a cheat code. Oh no. Oh wow, she is heavily like weakened. The defense because of her command spell is still there, but she cannot use a noble phantasm. Alright. Alright, okay.
仕方ないな、君たちは運命をかけた戦いであれば。荒ぶる獣の抱擁は愛も悪もすべてを飲み込む。世の行く手が阻めぬ。燃えよ、デイガロンドムス・アウレアよ。砕け、ラウチアのクラウディアス。我が情熱は豪華のごとく。次の皿をここに。
Damn.
まだまだ食べ足りぬぞ。
Yeah, she's heavily weakened. Who am I? I'm the prime AI of Grow, a participant in the System Grade War, and the Master of Saber. Sakura. Saber gave me that name. There was no special reason for it, but strangely enough, it fits me perfectly. As for what was inside that name, it turns out that all I really had was the desire to protect this place I call home. I couldn't even tell you why. All I know is it felt like a command embedded in my very being right from the start. I never really had a choice. I just followed where my heart led me. That's my reason for existing. It's neither good nor bad. It just is. I need to keep this place safe no matter what. I can't imagine my life without it. I wonder what they'd call this feeling if I was a normal human. Desire? Personal test? A fetish? No, none of those seem right. This is something deeper, something down at the very core of who I am. Fate, bruh. I know she's meaning it literally, but still. Or maybe it's more of a curse. But that doesn't mean it causes me any pain, sadness, or suffering. It is just who I am because that is how things are. I think I was probably born with this fate. Curse, whatever it is. I think I was born with the need to protect the home I love. I don't regret that. Why would I? No one else cares about this wish but me. I was hoping I could protect this place I hold dear forever, that I could spend the rest of my existence happily planting seeds, and then maybe, one day... Oh, wait. If I selfishly, unwittingly wound up pushing my own wish onto someone else, that deserves an apology. Oh. Sakura, can you hear me? Sakura. Saber. I'm sorry, it's my fault you became a bad guy. Even though you're really more like a prince. No, I'm not. Even if I seem otherwise, I assure you, I am no prince. I'm nothing like one. If you cannot believe me, then I'll just go back to speaking to you as I always have. Okay. I like you fine either way, but no matter what, you're still you. Yeah, I haven't changed at all. I'm still just your pet monster. You were right to use me as you liked. You don't need it to apologize for that. I think I might be a monster too. I only cared about one thing. I would have done anything for it. But that one thing seemed crazy to everyone else. It was ultimately meaningless. Worse still, I wound up hurting people because of it, even if I didn't mean to. I suppose you could say that, but that does not make it true. I was enough of a monster for both of us so that you wouldn't have to become one yourself. And you stayed you, right to the end. So, I think we are a perfect match. Yeah. Then at least let me say, thank you. You know, this is interesting because I remember, I don't know where it was, but it was either in FGO or Fate. They mentioned how servants, like the servants that the masters summon, are kind of like the masters themselves, their personality. That is why, if you remember in Fate Zero, that guy, I forgot his name, that crazy guy, he was the one who called Gilderay, and Gilderay ended up answering his summon. Both of them are exactly the same. You could say the same with Shiro and Saber as well. Both have their own, like, glorified version of justice, and Medusa and Sakura are also kind of same, you could say. I would say that Rin and Archer are quite different, but I feel like Rin ended up calling Archer because of her pendant, which Shiro had. So maybe that's a little bit of an exception. I don't know. What else? All these characters, they have their own, personality, which is really very similar to the masters that they're connected to, and it makes sense, obviously. Right. Thank you for trying to be like me. Maybe you wished I had kept my distance, or you found me really annoying, but I still want to thank you for being with me this whole time. That was just me trying to hide my true feelings. I wasn't used to this sort of thing either, so I was being awkward about it, that's all. I'm glad to hear that. I hope one day you and I can go for a walk and have a picnic again as friends. Then we can both come home to a place we really care about. Yes, I'd love that too. Looks like my time is up. Don't worry, I came to an agreement of sorts with them while you were asleep. Anyway, I'd better get going to what's next for me, so yeah, see you later. Oh my god. Oh, god damn it, this whole thing again. Now that Saber is gone, this is likely to be another rotation. This probably goes without saying, but I'm not going to last much longer either. Oh, because I guess, yeah, it's going to get merged with us, so, because she's the prime AI. Yeah, I do wonder what's going to happen. Well, whether I get caught in the rotation or not, I barely have enough raniment to maintain my structure. Please don't be sad. I'm sorry if I made you worry. It's not your fault. This was always going to happen sooner or later. Thank you for saving me, even though we are enemies. That made me really happy. As prime AI of repair, I can't help but feel like there's more that I could have done. I should have been able to fix you, but I couldn't. That's my failure. And if your condition is the reason this happened, then I don't feel like I've actually won at all. We might have been enemies, but I don't want things to end like this. I wanted to have a real honest battle. I'm sorry. Could I make one last request? I'd like to be alone, please. There's something I want to talk about. What? Hang on, how does that work? Who cares? Come on, let's go. Besides, I've got to prepare myself to be a cushion for my master again. Okay. You know what's... Like, Ayush and Sakura's dreams are kind of very similar. Like, she wants a family, she wanted her home. It's okay, they're all gone. What? Oh. Oh, she was here. I just wanted to say, I'm sorry. For what? Because I realized there was something wrong with you. I think I knew before Saber did. Oh. I could tell you were so low on raniment you could barely walk. Did you? Well, I'm glad you didn't say anything. No, you don't understand. I was the only one who realized it at that time. If I just said something, then maybe this wouldn't have happened. Maybe you and Saber would still be... Well, why would you? It only makes sense that you'd keep quiet about it. I mean, you and I are supposed to be enemies, right? Yeah, I know. I know it's weird, but even so, I still feel guilty about it. I feel so damn guilty it makes me want to puke. Makes me wish I'd never been born. More than anything, I wish I could escape that guilt, but it just won't go away. That's why I wanted to do something about it, but there was nothing I could do. Wait, is this the guilt she was talking about? I thought... Wait. No, surely not. I thought she was talking about something else from her... I don't know, from her, like, past memories or something about something? And now that it's all over, and we're past the point of no return, all I can do is talk to you about it, meaningless as it is. Even though you were nice to me when you had no reason to be, even though it should be me dying instead of you. I really am trash, aren't I? Guilt, huh? Is that why you didn't fight much? I'm not sure, maybe. I have no right to fight or to a wish. I have no right to anything at all. I just feel so guilty all the time. It's like I did something so terrible, it's constantly waiting on my mind. Okay, no, never mind. It is something else. Alright. I don't know why or what that thing could have been, but it's there all the same. Aha, I see. I thought that might be the case. Huh? Now that my AI functionality, my structure, and my randomized personality are all coming apart, I can't see things I couldn't before. I can't see the source, so it just looks like meaningless numbers being spat out of a black box, but... Oh, wait, what? I think it means we're both fragments of our real selves. Yeah. What do you mean? I don't know. But I think you and I are more alike than you realize. Yeah, the whole guilt thing as well. So as long as you stay who you are, I think that's probably enough. Maybe you can't fight because of your guilt, but that doesn't mean you have to feel guilty about that too. You just have to stay true to who you are. Why is that? Because when you disappear, you'll be able to do so with at least some satisfaction, just like I am now. Wait, I still don't. Oh, but then again, the opposite might be true too. That's how it was for Saber. She was so focused on what she wanted to avoid that she was brought to face it with more directly than ever. It's like when you approach something familiar from a distant angle, so that may not be a bad thing either. Come on, Sakura, I still don't get it. What do you mean? Oh, Bhima's here. Sorry, Master, but I have to hold on to you for now. We're about to be sent flying. Don't worry about her. She's already stopped working. Oh. Oh boy. So. Wait, so there's only one area left, right? Keep. Wait a minute. Alright, let's see if there's something new here. Alright, here we go. A girl with a calm demeanor and peaceful expression takes pride. Okay. She wants very much to protect Grove, and she feels it is her home. That is her wish. Okay, wall strike. Yep. Keep is the... Oh my god. Keep is the only one that is left. Yeah. End of gaze. Centrifuge. Alright. Alright, I admit it, you won. So this is happening after... Okay. Good, I'm glad you have the grace to accept when you're been beaten. I want to make a deal. Let me talk to Sakura before I disappear, even for just a bit. A deal? Are you kidding me? Forget it, there's no telling what kind of trick you might be trying to pull. I see, that's too bad. I was sure you people would want what I have to offer in exchange. How would you even know if it's worth our time unless you told us first? I have information about a servant none of us knew about. Oh, okay, yeah, the attack. You mean... Please tell us, are they an archer? Is that who inflicted that wound to you when we had caught up? I see, so you already had your suspicions. I can't say whether they are an archer or not, but their attack was shockingly powerful and came from extreme range. I tried to fight back by tracing their gaze with my mystic eyes, hoping to petrify the sniper, but their resistance to the effect was so potent it rebounded on me instead. So I think we are dealing with a divine spirit servant of very high purity. Oh, Kamas. Now that I mention it, you have kept your right eye closed the whole time. Sharp, aren't you? I was planning to pay you with this if the information alone was insufficient. I suppose I could give it to you anyway. Wait, what? The moment I was struck by my own power, I closed my right eye while it was still active. Oh, so it's a... Oh my god. Are you serious? Is she going to give her mystic eye to us? So even though my mystic eyes were deflected, the effect still reached the sniper. The eyes looking at them right now. Oh, wait, I see. Okay. Well, I say looking, but the circuit was burned instantly, so I'm not able to actually see them. But conceptually, my eye is still looking at them. So if we are able to somehow get that vision into our head, we can see who it is, I think. I don't need this eye anymore, so I'm going to conceptually detach it and give it to you. You obviously know what to do with it, Alchemist. This is quite weighty for no more than a concept of an eye. Did you throw in a bonus of some kind? I'm just leaving it behind as well. I am not sure whether you'll be able to make use of it. You shouldn't be surprised. I'm fairly sure it is a perfectly normal thing to do. Well, as long as we can make use of its sight, there should be no problem. Thank you, I will gladly use this. Well damn, I guess the evidence really does point to there being an archer out there. What are they doing here? Are they fighting in the Holy Grail War too? How should I know? Besides, it is hardly my problem anymore. All I can say is, given what I have seen here, we were likely not told the whole truth about this world or the Holy Grail War. This is so frustrating. Whoever tricked this monster should pay for their action. But since I cannot do it personally, I will just have to entrust that task to you instead. If what I gave you turns out to be more valuable than expected, then you can consider us even. Now, if you're satisfied, I have a wonderful conversation to enjoy. I will need some time to make myself at least minimally presentable, so please leave me alone now. And here we are. So, what's the plan now, Master? The only other servant left is Lancer, the son of Vayu. We could keep this momentum going and go challenge him right now. Well, technically Berserker's left too, but that greedy Gus shouldn't be any problem. I bet a little push is all it will take to send him over the edge and into depravity. Kama's question got me thinking. I could just pretend not to have noticed anything. I could keep fighting this war in accordance with the rules. Maybe that would even be the quickest way to get back to the outside world, yeah. For all we know, this whole mystery could just be a misunderstanding on our part. However, there's also pain in this world. Okay. And then kindness too, so much so that it easily proves the pain isn't simply par for the course. This world may be artificial, but I've seen the same kind of senseless pain here that I saw in countless singularities and lost spells. People being oppressed and used, mental and physical pain. Why does all that exist here as though it was natural? Why are these things happening? Why is this system the way it is? I'm not sure. But I think I know where I can find the answers. Yeah, in the center. I think we need to get to the bottom of this. Precisely what I calculated, you will say. So, I already finished analyzing the eye Medusa left with us. It no longer has the ability to petrify, but it is indeed still focused on what she claims to have seen. If I delve in further, it should point us towards the object of its gaze, like a compass. Oh, well, that should at least lead us to the mysterious archer. Should we find Ayus and Duryodhana again first? Yes, I think we should. The announcement made at the rotation gave Berserker credit for finishing Saber off. Right. So meeting back up with them should only add to our offensive forces, but also make it easier to replenish our resources. I'm guessing Lancer probably won't come along. I wonder. He is still a servant in this Holy Grail war, so I do think he can only hold off for so long. But for now, I do not think it is worth including in my calculations. Alright, once we rendezvous with Ayus and Duryodhana, let us head in the direction the eye points us. I had a feeling we might end up going this way. Oh. Wait. Wait, DX is... Well, they are not inside the church. Predicting behavior, recommending caution. Please stop. What are you about to do may be considered a forbidden process. Oh yeah, we definitely can't have anyone breaking the rules. Anyone except me. Okay, yeah. As the strongest and kindest ruler to ever exist, I should be making the rules here. Okay. I know from my early investigation that you are not a master, as you do not have a command spell. However, then you leave me no choice. Oh, Rani 12 is here, I think. Yep. Just as I calculated. I knew I should have made certain, even if I had to jam my ether light into you to do so. No normal AI, even an armored type D, could withstand a hit from Berserker. So that leaves just one possibility. Wait, so she's a servant. Wait, what? Oh, she's a servant. Okay, I wasn't seeing that, so I wasn't expecting that. Oh my god. Wow. Right, okay, that makes sense, I guess. You know what, I was thinking that... So it is true. So I was kind of correct. Rani 12 is the master, but I wasn't expecting DX to be in disguise. Okay, I see. You're not a normal AI. And that pretty much narrows down your possible partners in crime too. The only one who could possibly hide an entirely different sort of being in the structure of a prime AI would have to be someone capable of cheating at the base system level. And there is only one being in this whole world with the necessary privileges to do something like that. Yeah, Rani 12. So you two are the last master and servant. Yep. Yes and no. Oh, what? She is my servant, Archer, the first participant in the system Grail War. Right? Her true name is... There you go, Durga. Kama is going to be very conflicted about this. Right. There she is. Durga. Okay, here we go. Alright, I wasn't... Okay. I already kind of thought that Rani 12 must be the master, but I wasn't expecting DX to be. Okay. Oh boy, right. Yeah, Thomas. Great, just great. Of course, you'd have the one servant I never wanted to see again. Durga. Oh, first time hearing her name? No. Fine, I guess I can tell you about her. We all know how misery loves company. Kama would definitely be able to tell us about her. Basically, she's Shiva's queen and another aspect of Parvati. Yeah. As I recall, although she's connected to Parvati, who is renowned for her grace and beauty, the two could not be more different. Yeah, Durga is more like a war maiden type. Like Parvati is like Parvati has different aspects. When we had to when they have the gods, it's like they wanted Parvati. God damn it! When the gods went to Lord Shiva and went to Parvati and asked for her help to take out a certain demon / Ashura, she took Durga's form, and all the gods gave her different weapons. Like each god gave her like different weapons. She has like 10 hands, and each hand has like a weapon. And so she's like the one who fights. Like she's like the, what's that word? Like the aspect of her which fights, that kind of, and destroys evil, that kind of thing. Instead, I believe she's a goddess who symbolizes war and conflict. And not really, not war and conflict in that sense, but destroying like evil, like, destroying demons, that kind of thing. Yep, that's her alright. She's basically made for combat. No, combat doesn't quite cover it. She's made for complete annihilating her enemies. Back in our time, there was this bunch of demon gods that was too much even for the regular gods to manage. Yeah, like I said, they went to her, and one day when the gods had finally had enough, they came together to create someone who would completely annihilate the demons. Yep. And Durga was the result of that effort. Calling her bad news is wildly understating things. Correct. Your praise of this goddess's capabilities is accurate. Kama, god of love. Why, thank you. I detested you even before I saw you were using the same kind of vessel as Parvati, so I would have hated to be inaccurate. Damn it! That's Durga. He will know. Obviously, every single Indian knows Durga, so he is definitely going to know pretty well what he's dealing with. This might be out of her league, divided spirit or not. I don't want to make an enemy of Shiva's queen. The man who smells like the demon Kali. And is that Vayu? Yep. Yeah. Oh wait, he's also here. There you go. Yes, I should have known. A god would have a sharp nose. So much for hiding and seeing how things play out. So you're here, they're here too. I see, all surviving servants have gathered. Very well then. I suppose this requires an immediate course correction to put you all on the proper path. Apparently, even when the truth is hidden by design, it still finds its way to the surface. Perhaps that is just its nature. There, I've opened up partial access to my high-level database. More simply, I'm willing to answer any questions you may have. What's going on, Governor? Why do you have a servant of your own? Okay, like I said, I think obviously, she survived the previous Grail War, so she was allowed to have her servant with her? Does this mean you're participating in the system Grail War too? I don't think exactly that. No, it does not. Yeah, she never did anything which would interfere in our whole thing. But I guess she just didn't want anyone to come to the truth. No, it does not. I'm simply overseeing this holy Grail War. She's my servant. Both of these statements are true and neither conflicts with the other. So that archer, Durga is special in some way? Affirmative. Her summoning is the incident that began this holy Grail War. Oh. Right, okay. No, it would be more accurate to say that her summoning is what enabled me to begin the experimental ritual. I call the system Grail War. Okay, so then this wasn't about the Paper Moon's upkeep. This ritual beginning is the reason the Paper Moon stopped working. Oh my god. What the hell? Yeah? Alright. So that anomaly that happened in Paper Moon in the very big first chapter was because of this. Once it has concluded, the Paper Moon will work again, though differently than it did before. Okay. So I maintain that I was not lying in my earlier explanation. This Holy Grail War is going to change how the Paper Moon works. Then this was all an experiment to see if the Paper Moon could be used in a different way. So the AIs like became sentient or something inside of them, like, you know, like, because obviously this is like a, obviously this is not happening as they said. This is like a conceptual world, right? So the AIs inside of Paper Moon decided to do something different on their own. That means it gained sentience, right? Not gained sentience, I would say, but it started working according to not the instructions given to it, but with their own, like, you know, consciousness. So it is like kind of gaining sentience in a way. Correct. An excellent display of logic. This experiment was designed to make use of the Paper Moon's unique properties and its ability to reproduce everything exactly as it is, to artificially create a Holy Grail War. Okay. You masters and servants are both subjects and the products of that experiment. While you all may have gotten here via unusual means, the result is practically the same. So you're saying we're lab rats? In a manner of speaking, none of you masters and servants here are on your natural selves. Yeah? Some of you have been processed, some of you have been generated. Some of you were probably more aware of this than others and to different degrees, yeah. I'm certain, however, that those of you most able to see matters objectively must have sensed it yourselves. Others of you may only have become aware of it by hearing events recounted from another perspective. You may have different personalities, beliefs, tastes, and values. However, none of those things were created from scratch. They were all present in your original selves. Yeah, because the whole thing got through a randomizer, and so it was already present in there, because Sakura's personality is like Sakura, you know, Medusa in Fate Stay Night, obviously she wanted to help Sakura as well, so that is still there within her. Every single thing, right. That is to say, while all of you are still the same people you always have been, the versions of you here are comprised of isolated aspects of your personality, which was extracted and made to stand alone. There you go. I literally said this. As soon as Bhima said that my personality, not my personality, but I feel more for the time when I was in King Virat's castle and I was a cook, and that's why all he does is cook, and he doesn't fight, he doesn't, like, you know, do anything else, like, you know, his whole morals, values, and everything is putting at the back side, and just so it's because that aspect of it has been taken out and slotted here. So it's kind of like that. And that is why I said that in no way is Bhima like this. Bhima is not like this. So it's just very small snippets of their life taken out of context. And the part that it's taken out of context, that part is being focused on, so the values and the morals in that section that are being highlighted is being reflected here in this world, in these new versions of them. So, you know, to believe you already have, you know what such beings are called. Alter egos, right? You mean, yes, you are all artificial alter egos created by the Paper Moon. Yep. So what was the project that they called AEC, right? Or what is it? So that is alter ego creation or something like that? Impossible. As the Paper Moon's caretaker, I can assure you that the Paper Moon has no such functions. That's exactly why I did this, Miss Caretaker. The key is rotation and centrifugal force it produces. Oh, yeah? Oh my god. So, is she talking about the whole, you know, when you do the whole centrifugal process, You know, there's a process called, what was it called? I forgot. Where when it rotates, certain aspects of the thing rotating get separated and kind of collected. I forgot what it is called. It is done to milk, like pasteurization or something like that. I don't know what it's called. Something like that. So is that what she's saying? So certain aspects of the, in essence, it works by using the power of Holy Grail War system to rotate this world. Okay. Right. Then using the conceptual centrifugal force, this generates to separate, restrain and replicate various aspects of your soul. There you go. So yeah. Right. First, the Holy Grail War system rotates the world. Then using that centrifugal force, it generates to separate, restrain and replicate various aspects of your soul. You are putting our souls in conceptual centrifuge? I can see from your expression that you recognize it is possible. I call it the AEC method. AE stands for alter ego, and AEC stands for alter ego centrifuge. Oh, so it's not creation but centrifuge. Okay. Whoa, hold on a damn minute. Okay, this has all sounded so nuts. I'm just kind of letting it go in one ear and the other. I mean, how do we even know she's telling the truth here? I don't think she has any reason to lie here, you know. For all we know, she could be making this nonsense up. Where's the proof? It may not be proof, but I do have some circumstantial evidence. Remember the shock absorbers around the perimeter we wake up in after being sent flying in one of the rotations, yeah? Were they not familiar? What? What familiar? What? I think those are coffins, yeah, or at least they function similarly. What does have to? They are vessels made to prevent spiritons from. Oh, the ray shift. Okay. Ah, my God. Right. They're vessels made to prevent spiritons from escaping. Cradles meant to secure the parts of our personalities that have been separated from us. Yeah. Incidentally, the rotation that occurs when a servant disappears is more of a preliminary operation. Rotation occurs when so that is why when one servant goes, it is exactly then that the centrifuge happens. You don't need to worry about your personalities being separated. The real process will occur when the ritual is complete. So okay, so now it's not that. Oh wait, so hang on, I've been trying to wrap my head around all of this, but it doesn't make any sense. Let's say we really are alter egos, and the whole point of this Holy Grail War was to create us. What does that get you? Why bother with all of this? Yeah, why are you trying to separate certain aspects of personality and like... of course. The point of all this is to prevent the end of the world. So, she's trying to save the Paper Moon? What's going to happen? It's going to get destroyed or something? What? To answer that, I'll need to start at the very beginning. One day, a Holy Grail manifested inside the Paper Moon's microscopic domain. In response, I came into being. Oh my God, great. So there really was a Holy Grail involved in this incident. Since Holy Grails possess near unlimited power on a conceptual level, I guess there is no reason why one could not get involved with a tiny virtual world like this one. I then used the Holy Grail's power to calculate that the world was going to end unless something was done. What? Why? Quick question, which world we are talking about here? I'm guessing Paper Moon, right? The one bleached to... Oh, wait, what? Okay, wait a minute. The one bleached white, of course. The very word all of you at Caldia are attempting to say. Oh my God, wait a minute. I understand that you are currently preparing for your final confrontation. But the biggest problem and the reason you will fail is that you are simply lacking in firepower. But we have so many people helping us. And I have calculated that they will be insufficient. Yes, I know you have allies. The question is, do you have enough of them for the final confrontation? And the answer is no. As much as your amassed firepowers may as well be non-existent. So I turned to the alter ego class to bolster your firepower. I'm sorry to ask you this now, but what are alter egos? Certain aspects of, they're an extra class of servants, yeah. Unlike an alter, which changes a heroic spirit's way of being down to their abilities and personality, an alter ego could be seen as a heroic spirit's alternate personality being separated to form a wholly new servant. Right. Okay, this is interesting. I never really understood the difference between alters and alter ego. I was like, why aren't alters alter egos? But yeah, okay, that's interesting. So this is the reason. Unlike an alter which changes a heroic spirit's way being down to their abilities and personality, very big example is Jolter. You know, like her whole thing is different. That's why it is an alter. But alter ego could be seen as heroic spirit's alternate personality being separated to form a whole. So in a simple way to explain, alters are basically a completely different person, like a complete shift in personality. Like Jeanne d'Arc, for example, she is a saint. She, you know, like obviously she, even at the very end, she, like, you know, died on the pyre, and you know, she, I guess she never hated anyone. That kind of person. But Jolter is like completely opposite to that, and it's not a part of Jeanne d'Arc, but it's a completely reversal that it can change in the whole personality and a completely different person. That's why it's an alter. While alter egos are already present in the original one. So that means heroic spirit's alternate personality being separated to form a wholly new servant. So any servant or any person who has like a certain different aspect to them, which is very different to their normal personality, that if separates and forms a new servant, that is an alter ego. So to be an alter ego, you have to be, that part of personality have to be present in the original. While to be an alter, there's no such thing. Like, you know, it is a completely different person. So I guess that's like, correct me if I'm wrong, that's like the easiest way to understand alter and alter egos. Like alter egos are already present in the original and it's just separated, while for alters it's a completely different person. Using computer programs as an example, an alter is like a different version number of a given program. Yeah, like I said, it's a completely different person. It's the same person, but it's a completely different person. And an alter ego would represent that program's systems being repurposed into a wholly new product. Yeah, okay. Many alter egos become high servants, owing to the use of powerful beings like divine spirits to fill in the parts of the personality which were left empty after the separation. Ah, interesting. Oh, okay. Oh wow, is that why Tiamat is an alter ego? Because obviously the original Tiamat was, you know, but then this part of Tiamat that we see is like a version of it, like a certain snippet of that, like her motherly part, you know, like that thing maybe. Who are the other alter egos that we have? Meltrilis, yeah, we have like, I think Saraswati, right, in Meltrilis? Who was it? Saraswati and Durga, was it? No, or was it Passionlip? I know Passionlip had another servant within her. I do remember that either Passionlip or Meltrilis has Saraswati. I think Meltrilis has Saraswati in her. And then there's Durga as well. I think, no, Durga is in Passionlip, I think. Yeah. But that is not a requirement. Anyone can be an alter ego class as long as a different personality of theirs is the one in charge. Yeah, there you go. You may have gotten used to them at a certain point through sheer familiarity. But from my perspective, alter ego seemed an especially mysterious class. Yeah, it is very easy for any servant to qualify as one. True. And they depend far too much on internality and mentality that lacks forms of their own. But then I had an idea. If it's possible for an alter ego to be established just by having, oh, that's why one aspect of servant's personality being controlled. That's why she's separating the personality, certain aspects of, that's why she's trying to make like alter egos. Is she trying to make an army of alter egos? That's why she said like we need more firepower. And that's why she's like, you know what? Best way to do this is take the individual characters that already exist, take parts of the personality and separate them and make them into alter egos. So we will, it's like you know, you can easily like create new servants from already like, you know, established servants, and you'll get a lot of firepower. So she was trying to separate Bhima's part of his person, thing, Medusa's part of her like personality. That's why Medusa like literally is a saber here, and is like is more connected to Chrysaor than Pegasus in her original form. Then like this is like Kama here. Kama's personality here is a lot of Sakura's personality. Like, so that part is she's like taking out only, separating it out. That's why Kama acts here very differently. Prince of Lanling as well, a certain aspect of his life was taken out of context. Okay, Duryodhana, I'm assuming for Duryodhana it is like the ending of his life where he got defeated by Bhima, that part, and the frustration, the humiliation is still there in him. Then theoretically it should also be possible for a single servant to produce two alter egos. There you go. I understand living beings possesses a wide variety of mental states and personalities. It follows then that every person and every hero can be said to exist as convergence of countless personalities and possibilities. Meanwhile, alter egos can exist independently simply by virtue of being alter egos. And as far as I was able to tell from what Kaldia's records I was able to steal a glance at, there is no data indicating alter egos' combat capabilities are in any way inferior. So then, logically speaking, yeah, so she's basically like, oh, we have these 5 people, we can make 10 of them, so why not? That'll increase our firepower. Wouldn't taking a single servant artificially separating their various personality and using them to produce multiple alter egos be a far more effective force multiplier? That's insane. No, it isn't. It is entirely feasible, and the benefits are clear. This is the answer. So, having arrived at the conclusion, I decided to take actions on that basis, and that plan is being carried out even as we speak. The System Grade War is the key. The Infinite Alter Ego Production Project. Good God. You know what's funny? I feel like this will be the future someday. AI start taking decisions on their own and start doing crazy things like this. And they're like, oh, we're trying to help you. But we're like, no, we don't need this help. Calm down. But they're just trying to help. But oh no. This will be the future. I can see it. Like when AIs are going to become more and more sentient, one day suddenly they'll be like, yeah, you know what? Let's do this so that we can help out the people outside. And turns out what they did is something crazy like this. But in their head they're like, oh, we're just trying to help them. Bro. Oh my god, this is crazy. Alright, I think we have a lot of our answers today. Alright, Archer. Here we go, let me read this. An Archer class servant that was thought not to exist. True name Durga. She is a goddess of annihilation born from the wrath of the gods to destroy the demon gods. Durga serves as Shiva's divine consort and is said to be another aspect of Parvati. Yeah. Berserker's Master. Okay, let's see. She gains authority and becomes Prime AI for the Repair, Transfer and Build after Rider's defeat. She becomes Prime AI for Repair, Transfer, Build and Grow after Rider and Saber's defeat. And then we have Rani 12. She's the Master of the Archer class servant Durga. Okay. Wait, shouldn't there be a little bit of a change to DX's profile? Where's DX? Oh no, there isn't. So yeah, DX was Durga. Alright, and there you go. Alright, so we have a lot of our answers today. So basically, we know what's going on. Who is, like, where was Durga from, and like, what's going on, and the whole Paper Moon, what Paper Moon's trying to do. So let me bring everything together now. This started when a Holy Grail manifested in the Paper Moon, and Rani 12 was formed. And Rani 12 thought that because world will be destroyed if we do not get properly prepared, she came up with a plan. The plan was that obviously she kept an eye on the different alter egos in Chaldea and realized that, oh, since they are not really inferior versions of the original, we can actually increase our power in a very big way, multiply it if we can just take out certain aspects of certain servants and led them through a centrifuge, separate them, and made them into alter egos. So if there are like 5 people with like one extra version of their personality, we can make it from 5 we can make it 10, because we'll be able to extract that aspect of the personality and make it into a completely different servant. So that is how we can increase our firepower, and so that is why this whole system build was started. It was her own decision to do this. Like, obviously we never asked her to do this, but obviously this is AI. Like I said, they thought that this is going to help us, and that's why they're like doing this, and now this is what's going on. So, and yeah, I was correct. Like, as they explained, like certain aspects of character's personality is being highlighted. For example, Bhima's personality when she was in King Virat's palace, where he was the cook, only that part has been brought out. So everything else, all the other personality, everything else is like less, and that part of him which wants to cook food and like, you know, feed people is higher. So that is why he did so many things that the original Bhima would never do, like attack like Caster's master from the back, you know, like that whole section where she decided to go away and run away from Keith, because his main, you know, like thing was saving Serjera and feeding her. So that part, same with Prince of Lanling, a certain aspect of his personality was brought up here. You know, like Kama, like I said, I'm still not 100% sure what's going on with her, but I am thinking that her Sakura part of her personality is being coming out, and that is why at the end of Zolgan's life, when he died here, she said grandfather, if you remember. You know, Kama literally said grandfather. Why the hell would she say that? So yeah, I feel like Sakura's part of her personality is being brought out here. Then who else is there? Duryodhana, like I said, I'm not sure about Duryodhana, but I feel like the end of his life is being brought out here after he got defeated by Bhima, you know, like that part. Who else is there? Saber Medusa. Saber Medusa is like the section of her which, you know, like, I don't know, maybe like the part of her that cared for Sakura, maybe in Fate Stay Night, that part, because like obviously she is like connected with Chrysaor, so her connection with Athena here is more, I guess. Like, you know, as we see, she takes out Athena's version, like Athena's power. She makes use of Athena's power, right, a little bit at the end, because she said like, I don't want to use this, but I have to. So yeah, I guess that part of her personality maybe. What else? Yeah, these are the characters. Was there anyone else? Am I forgetting someone? No, that was it, right? Yeah. So, right. And that's what's happening here. Now, another thing, which is... Oh, like I said, I wasn't expecting DX to be... Like, I kind of expected, like, Rani 12, like, to be the master. But I wasn't expecting that DX would be the servant, that she's actually Durga. I wasn't expecting that at all. So that was kind of crazy. That came out of the blue. I wasn't expecting that. So that was a surprise. But Rani 12, I kind of expected that at the end. So yeah, that's another thing. And there you go. Now we have confronted her. And we'll have to, I don't know, like fight her or something, I guess. We'll see. But I'll talk more about Goddess Durga later, you know, when the situation presents itself, just like how I talk about Mahabharata now and then, when certain sections of the game kind of, you know, makes me able to talk about that part. So I'll do the same with Goddess Durga and, you know, later on Kali as well, when she comes out. So I'll talk about that later on those videos. But yeah, for now, let's see what they're going to do now. So right, wait, we are in section number 14. So I think we're almost at the end, right? 14, 15, 16, 17, yeah, 4 or 5 more sections left. So yeah, alright, that is it. So that is it, guys. I'll end it here. Thank you for watching. This was my gameplay for today. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that is it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video of Fate Grand Order OC1 Paper Moon gameplay. So yeah, until then, goodbye and have a nice day.